Hey guys, today's video is going to be a everyday face makeup if I beat my face every day. So it's going to be like a full face makeup routine, but obviously like I don't wear full face every day, but if I were, this would be like my go-to look if I'm not feeling creative or if I don't have the time to be creative. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be. It's also going to be a chit-chat style. I'm not going to do voiceovers, so you're going to have to deal with me kind of talking and just going along and being my awkward self. So hopefully it goes well. I guess we'll see. Also, on like a way side note, I'm bored of my hair. I'm naturally like this, brown, and I've been ombre for like a couple months, I don't know, a few months at least, but I'm bored. What should I do next? And I'm growing it out, so like no like pixie cuts or anything, but like color wise, what should I do next? Okay, the first thing I did was pin kind of my front hairs back because they get in my face and like could get in my foundation, and we don't want that. But I'm going to start out with this CeraVe facial moisturizer. It's actually, is it just for face? I think it doesn't say it's specifically for face, it's just moisturizing cream, but I use it on my face because I have super sensitive skin, and this is what my dermatologist recommended. It's like for sensitive skin types, but if you still like need to moisturize obviously without like breaking out and crap like that, you know. So I'm just gonna moisturize my face because we ain't want that dry skin during the day. No. I don't know why, just it ain't. Texas people really don't talk like that, I promise. Then I'm just gonna go with my Benefit Professional. It's like a tiny little sample, but it's a balm and it like lessens the appearance of your pores, and I don't use it all over my face. Typically I just use it on my nose because it's where I get most oily, and on my chin a little, and then I spread it up into my T-zone kind of area, but that's really where I use it. I don't use it all over, mainly because I'm living off like 3 of these little sample bottles, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Then I'm gonna do the most cringy thing you guys ever saw because I lost my beauty blender. It's really a tragedy, but that means I have to apply my foundation with my fingers. I know it's not the worst thing you've ever seen. I've actually done it in all of my other videos, but then I got really used to using a beauty blender, and now doing this hurts. I'm in pain. I'm truly shook. Yeah, so I can't even like narrate what I'm doing because it hurts me so much. I'm just smearing the product all over my face. Do I have a cut? I feel like there's a interesting. There's something on my face that I don't even know what it is. So I just kind of like go in 3, when I have to use my fingers, 3 sections. I do like this section, and then I do like this section, and no, it's so weird, and then I do up here, but it seems most convenient when I'm using my fingers. It's probably really sloppy when you think about it, but oh, I didn't even say what foundation I was using. I was using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless because I am super oily, so having one that is meant to stay matte is really good for me, and it's for oily skin, and I am in the color Natural Ivory. So then I'm going in with my Naked Urban Decay Skin Concealer, and it's in the color Fair Neutral. I normally don't have any zits, so this is the only place where I conceal is under my eyes, and I just kind of make these gradient triangles under, you can't even see, under my eyes, and kind of just spread it out and then do the other eye. Same idea. Just trying to conceal these horribly dark circles from my lack of sleep last night. What's new? And then I'm just gonna pat in the, like, spreading it down in the general direction where I was like pulling the product. So just like, you know, patting it up the side of my face and kind of downwards and out, just where I had been pulling the product, like in that same direction. And then I just kind of put some of the excess on my eyelids to cover up like how I'm veiny, because my skin is like literally translucent. Alright, looking a little bit more lively, y'all. Thank you, thank you. Okay, then I usually do a mix between the two, but I'm running really low on this one. It's the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder, and it's white. And I use it to set my under eyes to bake. But it's almost out, so I'm also mixing in some e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder, and it's like sparkly. And I pat that under my eyes with like normally my beauty blender, but now it's a sponge from a Maybelline powder because it's hard not to lie. So I'm gonna take this little sponge. It's like just one of those circle sponges. First I'm gonna pack on that Maybelline and just pack it up where I had spread all the concealer. Then I'm taking the e.l.f. because there is not a lot of the Maybelline, and I'm packing that under. The funniest thing about baking for me is you honestly can't see it that well because I'm already this white. Like, that's just already the color that I am. So now that we are baking, remember I haven't set the rest of my face, but I always wait to do that until I'm done baking because then I can just blend it all out. So I'm going to do my eyebrows really quick while I bake. And I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm in the color Soft Brown. This is actually lighter than the color I used to use when I had my natural hair. This is the color I started using when I dyed my hair blonde. But then I just realized kind of how harsh the dark brown looked. I think it was like dark chocolate. So now I use this because I try to keep my brows looking less, because we all saw my brows on YouTube. We've all been there on the journey of Rebecca's boxy brows. So I'm just going to kind of spoolie through them really quick. I'm just going to fill it in from the back. I like to start from the back and move forward. Kind of shape the arch first. The most important part of a good brow is that nice clean arch, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I kind of just skipped to where my eyebrows are already done because I really didn't talk that much because I get super focused when I do my brows, and I was in brow mode. But then I use this Maybelline Brow Drama Sculpting Brow Mascara, and I'm in the color Deep Brown. This is also when I did my eyebrows dark, but the tint doesn't really show up that much. It's mainly just to hold my brows in place. So I just kind of comb it through there a little bit, just to give them a little more shape and keep them not going crazy. And now we get to finally blend out this bake. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. It's basically the same as the foundation. I mean, it's the same line or whatever, but I use the porcelain powder instead of the natural ivory because I am a little bit lighter than the foundation. And first I blend out and go over my eyelids so it can be set and ready for a primer. And then I just kind of buff it around my face blend out more baking. Just bring it down my neck. We are all set, literally. Once I'm finished with that, I'm going to move on to my eyeshadow. And of course I start out with my Urban Decay primer potion. It's the clutch. It is the clutch. So I just put a little on my eyelids, and I do them one at a time because I find that the Urban Decay primer potion does dry fast. So you can't just have it sitting on your eyelids for too long before you blend it out. And then I also put some under my lash line. This I do at the same time because it doesn't take that long. I put it under my lash line because I do like to go under my lash line with eyeshadow. So to make sure it doesn't end up like smearing all over my face. And then also some extra in the inner corners because inner corner highlight is a must. So I'm going to start with this Makeup Forever Professional Paris palette. Here you go. This is what it looks like. I'm opening it up. And I'm going to use the... Oh wow, it folds so I don't have to blind y'all. I'm going to use this brown and taupey color, and I'm just going to spread it across my lids, and I'm going to use my brush from the Naked 2 palette because it has a really nice brush for just packing it on the eyelid. My mom just asked if I was awake. Not really into the crease. Just spread it across my eyelid. For my like everyday beat face, I wouldn't use vibrant colors, although I do like using vibrant colors a lot. It's become something I like to try to do every day. For fun is to like work with my outfit and do really vibrant eyeshadow looks along with it. But like if I'm in a rush or I just need a go-to look, this is more what I would go for because it's more natural colors. Neutral can go with clothing, any kind of clothing. So, or if I just want to beat my face but not necessarily dress up. I'm going to use the Stila Daydream palette, and mine's like destroyed because I got it. Mine's like destroyed because I got it at a young age from my Nana, and I didn't know anything about makeup at the time. But I'm going to take this, what even color is this? It's like pink, but it's like a muted pink. Let's go with that, a muted pink. And I'm going to start working that into my crease with this, pretty sure this is an IT Cosmetics blending brush. But yes, I'm going to take that muted peachy color. Oh yeah, it's a peachy. And I'm just going to work it into my crease. And I like to kind of do it at an angle so I get this angled eyeshadow look. It works really well with the shape of my eyes, so whenever I'm doing a full face, I always bring it out like this with the crease color, and then I kind of like work it into the center. So it's a good transition. It is so hard to like talk while doing this sometimes because I just get so in tune and focused that I'm like, it's like, Becca, are you dead? For the darkest color I'm going to use today, it's going to be this maroon / burgundy color that's right by the peachy one. Do this in the very like outer corners just to kind of give it a little bit darker. Warm it up a little bit more. Whoosh. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna go buff it out. Buff it out, sis. Alright, so we've got the basis, and then I'm just gonna take this brush again, the packing brush, and I'm gonna take Sin from my Urban Decay. What palette is this? I don't know what Urban Decay palette this is. If you do, that's good. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to take Sin, and it's the first color right here. And I'm just going to pack it sort of on the center of my lids just to lighten up a little bit. Then I'm going to go in with the burgundy / maroon color and swipe it under my lash line, just on the outsides, not too far. And then I'm going to take the peachy, like muted pink, and blend it with some of the burgundy and bring it closer in. And I'm going to take this Naked 2 brush and use it with Booty Call on the Naked 2 palette and put that in my inner corners because it is my favorite of what I have for highlighting these inner corners. And I also use it for my brow bone. Get that inner corner highlight popping, that brow bone highlight popping. So now we're gonna do my eyeliner wings, which are a staple for me, but sometimes it's a struggle. So fingers crossed. My back really hurts. This is like the eyeliner, or not eyeliner, wow. See, I can't talk and do it. This is like my eyebrows. So focused. One side done. One to go. Wow, my battery's dying. Wow. How's that even possible? Eyeliner done. Ow, I just scratched my face. Now it is contour time. And I'm going to use Hoola by Benefit and this Real Techniques. What kind of? It's a Real Techniques brush. I'm not really sure if it has a number or a name, but we're just gonna put this in the hollows of my cheeks and on my jawbone, and I like to bring it up on the side. I do that in my jawline and under my chin, and then also my temples and the top of my forehead. I just kind of bring it around like so. My camera needs to stop dying. Then I'm going to go in with my blush, and it's a Physicians Formula blush. Natural Pearl, whatever that is. And I'm using this blush brush. And I just kind of put it on the apples of my cheeks. Try not to use too much because, again, I'm white. I'm just going to take this Sunbeam Liquid Highlighter by Benefit, and I use this as a base for another highlighter because, let's be honest, I like my highlight to be bomb AF, so I just make 2 little swipes on either side of my face, and I dab it out with my index finger about where I want my highlight to be. For some reason, it makes me feel like my highlight sticks and is way more pigmented, and you know a girl likes a good highlight. And I use the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter, and it's in the color Aura, and it's pink, and that's perfect because I look very pink today, but it's not like too strong. And I just swipe that. Oh, look at that. I just swipe it right over the liquid highlight. And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. I'm sorry. The satisfaction I get from a good highlight. So, last but not least, curl those lashes because it changes the look, sis. It really does when you curl your lashes. So, I'm going to be using the Lash Sensational by Maybelline mascara and just giving them a good coat. Like, I'm not on the falsies gang, mainly because I can't afford to just go through falsies. when I beat my face all the time. So I'd like to say God bless me with some pretty good lashes. God is good all the time. I just coat the bottom ones pretty significantly. And that's basically my finished look. I honestly don't like to wear a lot of lip products, but I guess since I'm doing a full face today, I will just use this lip gloss, and it's the Hard Candy Plumping Serum Volumizing Gloss, and it's in the color Nude Beach, and it's just super subtle. I have some lip balm on right now, obviously, to avoid chapped lips. This just adds a little bit of gloss and sparkle, but I don't like to wear lipstick because it can be really drying for me, and I'm just not a fan. But yeah, this is the finished look. You know, see if I can get some focus in. That's what it looks like, y'all. Still scratched to my face, it's fine. So my camera is dying right as we speak, so if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to comment anything down below, like requests, or once again what you think I should do with my hair, go ahead and do that. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet for more videos like this one, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!